Hello people, I'm going to do a review of the manga Berserk. I just finished reading the tome 20. I've began reading it following the death of the author Kentaro Miura, which was much of actuality. So I have read the first tome a few years ago. In fact, I bought all the 39 tomes a few years ago when the 39th tome came out, the 40th and last one to be published so far, because we will probably not have another complete tome released, or maybe the assistant will figure out a way to tell the story, but we don't know as of yet. And I had read the first tome, and I was proud to have it in my collection, but I said, okay, I will prioritize others. I have few here on display, and to mention some of my mangas which I like, so you can see if it is something you will like too. There's a lot of Kazuo Umezu, there's a lot of Junji Ito, and of course Okuto no Ken, and some Kazane, some others that not going to get through them, but they are in the same veins. Also Devon Man, which I wanted to mention. I am totally improvising because I had not planned to make that video. It's just when I was almost finished reading the 20th tome, I said I will do a review. There's plenty of excellent manga I read before in my life, and I did not do a review. But I'm glad that this one, I'm making one video for that. So I don't know if there will be another for the second half, but let's talk about it now. And yeah, the first tome was excellent. There are many things I've checked throughout the month, because I began reading on the month of May 24th, which is 1.5 month already has passed. It is the fastest manga I've read so far, which is having a few volumes in the collection. Of course, sometimes I'm reading one or two omnibus together faster than that, but it's a shame that in 11 years the author released 20 books, and 20 more years he released 20 other books. So he was not as much productive later. And of course, the main idea, I think, is in the first part, which I just finished. It is excellent. There are really good characters, extremely well drawn for all the people that we see appearing in the manga. It's extremely gory. It is very eerie, looking at the religion in the fiction of the book, the world of fiction of the book. It is a really weird depict of the religion, and the scene of nudity and gore are explicit very much, and it's not the reason that I'm reading the book. It's for the characters. Gods remind me of Ash, and it appears that Miura I never read in I've never seen prior to drawing this book in '89. He had never seen the movie Army of Darkness or Evil Dead, but of course, Guts reminds me of Ash, and I can't see myself because I was very young when I was very interested in that movie, and it reminds me of that. Almost half of the character reminds me of this movie, but of course it is not the reason why I'm reading, because the character is great character, Guts, and we want him to survive. And we also are very much attached to Casca. Casca is my second favorite character, and she's extremely pretty, strong. In that manga, it's good to have a female protagonist that is strong, but obviously something happened to her and she lose her mind. So at this point in the manga, at least, she had lost pretty much everything of her mind and conscious. But she reminds me of actually my fiance now. That is because she has a tan skin and she's a strong character. Uh, and yeah, it is a woman that forgot the female aspect of her life because she was part of the military, the not the military, but a faction that were composed of men only, that were chivalry. They were fighting for a cause and their survival, which is why she remained all throughout the beginning a female character that was having masculine strange and very strong leadership. Also, she had lots of leadership. Of course, it is important to mention Griffith. I have nothing against that character. He's well drawn. He looks very much like a female character because his face, his traits, and we don't know exactly what happened in his mind when Guts leave. It's not the reason why he goes not Berserk because yeah, the title of the manga is excellent for this. It's absolutely incredible. It describes the action, Guts also character, but Griffiths when he has well, there's spoiler. He wants to go to the castle, see the woman, and entangle with her, which is in the royalty, not yet the queen, but the princess. So we see it's extremely good part of the book, and there is the moment where I am strongly. I want to see Griffith succeed in his whatever he wanted at that point in the manga. I wanted to see him succeed. We don't want to see him get caught and tortured like what is happening in the book. But it is of course a reason why you continue to read the book, and you don't know exactly. There's the rape scene when he's a completely different person with Casca, and that strange fetus that come out of her just a few time after she lose her mind. And well, the drawings are very good and very well drawn. The story is action driven, and I don't want to think that the second part is less good, but I really think it is based on what I looked, because I made some research. I wanted to. I know that there are gonna be new characters a little bit, and that the end will and in cliffhanger, nothing. There's no hand because the author died, and well, we had already thought of that as the readers, that he could eventually die before finishing, because it was taking a lot of time to release each new book, and so many people were reading this. Of course, in the same month, May and June, I was listening the Gods theme, which I like also, and all the memes. It was a very good. I can't imagine the author listening to that, looking at the memes, what the phenomenon had happened with that, and it is funny. It's good. It is a good, very strong team. And but I'm not looking the anime. I'm not much interested in looking animes anymore. I have less time, and I see that reading the manga is costing more, but it is faster. It is faster for me to read the manga, which is around maybe 1 hour uh, per manga of 200 pages that I take. So I really look at the drawings. Sometimes a little bit more, 1.25 hour, but I'm looking at that, and I'm seeing there were lots of potential in this, to have an excellent storytelling, a very good. We don't know the ending, but yeah. And me, I just read half, and I'm proud to own the 40th tome now, because I bought it right after, in beginning of June, maybe end of May. And what else? What else to say? These three characters, the evil depicted in this volume. Sometimes it's very shocking too. Sometimes it stays in your mind, and you think about that. Oh my God, what a disturbing part of the manga I just read. Of course, I'm thinking about the moment where there was this uh, orgy at the bottom of the tower, and it was just completely evil. But there's so many passage where it is torture and evil, and it is scary for real. So when there action, there are monsters, all that, this is not scary, but there are things that are really disturbing in this, and I really liked it. But that's not the reason why I'm reading again. I'm like the few people also that think that the character must survive at all costs. In that, you see, like I mentioned again, Berserk is the energy which Guts has all throughout the books when he's fighting. He's fighting teeth and nail. That's really the expression to use. At one point, there is even a blade going through his almost his jaw and his mouth, and with his teeth, is hanging on the blade. It's incredibly berserk. And of course, sometimes you see him heal from his wounds. Well, and there's the elf character also, that is with the power of regeneration of the flesh with his powder. So yeah, he's helping somehow. And so far, I did not find him annoying. Good character in the first 20 books. Good character, but not very much important to mention. What I liked also is the premise, the flashback, of course, the moment of the eclipse. I really got into the volume because of all the actuality surrounding it with the death of the author, but also because I knew I was going to like when I was reading, not the first manga, not this, maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit at the end of the premise, when we see the first apostle, the fight, the fight that is not just our action oriented, but the mind that is fighting uh, with good and evil. So that's where I got to really appreciate and wanted to go in depth and go continue my reading of this. I have others, and now I wanted to prioritize this one. Like I said, it reminds me of Devilman a little bit. If you had like that, and you want to continue to read these kind of books, Junji Ito again, Kazuo Umezu. I don't know if I will do more manga reviews or another part for the second half, but that's it. It was not prepared. It was just wanted to say my opinion. I'm not professional, but I've read a couple of manga series, so I know a little bit. And thank you. So see you next time. Bye bye.